Hey, welcome back to an episode of Geek Centurions Media Boy Live.
It's me, Joe.
So this is gonna be a quick one, and we decided to do this one because, like, man, there's just a lot of negativity going on these days with like Paramount and Warner Brothers and Xbox, Evo. So we just wanted to do something positive, just because like there's so much. Ugh. And this one came up with the idea of watching the Umamusume movie.
Um, yeah, so,
People want to see me torture.
yeah, so basically at the time of this recording, the Umamusume movie, Beginning of the New Era, which I believe came out, I think in 2024 originally in Japan. It was a Japan only or whatever, right? Just got a US release.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking to myself, well, clearly, since the last time we talked about Umamusume, you liked so much, right? And,
The only time we talked about was for the Game Awards.
yes, but we clearly we had a fun time talking about the game, right? Yeah,
Sure, you
obviously.
and Daniel did.
Yeah. So I thought, hey, wouldn't it be cool? Wouldn't it be nice to see this movie that a lot of people have been talking about? That is like, you
From a
know,
game that a lot of people have been talking about.
yeah, like it seems like we got
Because
a
at some
weekend.
point, that game just kind of broke barriers, kind of. We
It
had people showing up at NFL games dressed up as.
Umamusume characters for the Broncos. Yeah, it's like
I was like, what is going on?
it's definitely broken some containment vibes, and it's like very
Scary.
yeah, a little scary. Heck, even in terms of FGC stuff, we had what is it at Genesis?
Oh, they did have a tournament.
Yeah, they've been. It seems like they've been doing like a little side tournament for a lot of these, even at Frosted Faustings of yeah, let's have a bunch of people just bring out their Umas and have them race for a bit. And I think Genesis was like even funnier because
The winner one that had to do with the dance too, right?
yeah, they did a dance. They even had it was very because I think the one I saw at Frosted Faustings was very sort of off the cuff and like
Oh no, that was done with duct tape and dreams.
yeah, but the one they did at Genesis was like, oh, they have people on stage. They have Toph and some fucking random VTuber, I forget her name. Um, also just doing the commentary on it. I'm like, wow, this is just kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anyways, Umusume, beginning of a new era. You know,
This is gonna be like more of a quick review because there's not much for me to say.
yeah, especially because the movie has technically been out in Japan for a while, basically.
Yeah.
So like, we'll even light spoilers more or less,
Yeah.
but
No,
but generally, yeah, it's
it's centered around. Her name is Jungle Pocket, right?
yes. So the story revolves around Jungle Pocket, who is a Umusume who gets inspired to become the best, right? Like, I want to be the best. I want to run the rest. So he joins up in
No one else on the desk.
she joins up, goes to the Tracing Academy, right, to train to be.
So you're giving me more lore than the actual movie did.
Well, yeah, I will say that is something I will say about the movie itself is that it doesn't really go deep into the lore of Umusume.
No, no, no. And honestly, this is me as an objectless observer. The thing about it though that I really kind of I'm okay with is that if you don't know who Musume is, I think you'll be fine because the story is very simple. It's very much. I think the first few minutes with the narrator describing what Umas are, that's what they're called, right?
Yeah, the Umusume,
I'm observing it through mitosis now. Is that they all have their own reasons to run, and this is basically centered around, well, really two, but four different horse girls who each have their own like distinct like reason as to why they want to run.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is not too bad. I don't understand half of these characters, but I understand the whole point.
Yeah, like, it definitely delves into that sort of sports movie mentality, right? Of like you have a rival, all right, you have all these other characters who have their own goals, just trying to race to be the best, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, that's sort of the overall plot. I guess I would say like Jungle Pocket and Agnes Hacking are sort of the main two. Like both of them have their own strive to achieve their goals in sort of different ways, and sort of how the plot revolves around their interactions and stuff, as
Mm-hmm.
well as just the other characters like Manhattan Cafe and Dentsu Flame.
And remind me, all these names are their actual names, but they're also names of actual racehorses, right?
Yeah, they're all based. That's the whole point of the Umamusume franchise. They're all based off of actual real Japanese racehorses. You know,
which is why you see them at actual
run
horse race.
around,
Yeah.
yeah, in what are basically horse tracks.
Oh no, I meant like the cosplayers showing up at horse races.
Yeah, that too. That does happen. I think overseas. I don't think that's happened in the U.S. yet because I'm not entirely sure if anybody actually goes to the Kentucky Derby. I mean, I don't know.
Is that even still around?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's still around.
Okay. I have no idea about this sport.
No, like given that I've been playing the game and I have actually decided to watch a good chunk of the anime at this point.
To my shock.
Well, I was kind of just like, this movie's coming out. I kind of want to see what's going on with the anime side of things. I just want to see what's good, what's not good, that sort of thing. Um, and I mean, I'll say this in terms of the other anime stuff, it's all right. Like, I won't get too much into it, but like there are certain things that are like, okay, that's kind of good.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that are like, oh, that's kind of all right. I haven't seen the Cinderella Gray anime, which is supposed to be peak.
That's the one that Daniel's been telling me to watch. She's like, look, you might not like Umamusume, but you like this anime. It's like, alright.
Yeah, that
Alright,
one. I
alright.
think it's because that one definitely leans really hard into like sort of the sports anime sort of stuff. Like the Umas, from what I've seen, really like. Because I think one of the things I think you noticed from this movie is the animation when it comes to the races and like just how intense the girls
Oh
get.
no, that was the thing that got me into this. I was like, okay, race girl's cool. Um, when they started going hard, like I'm talking like exaggerated faces, going the extra mile, almost Gurren Lagann esque
Yeah.
in the animation. I was like, okay, I'm in. And then there was at one point I was like, I think it was by the second race. I'm like, fuck, god damn it, you guys
Yeah,
got me.
yeah. I kept on looking towards you every now and again, especially during those scenes, and I could just see your face just go like, shaking your head, just being like, "This is good. This
This
is
is
good."
good.
I hate how I hate how I'm enjoying myself.
I hate that. No, you can see in my mouth like I'm smiling.
It's like, God,
But then
why am I getting hyped for this?
like my face, you can see two reactions. Like my face giving the smile of like I'm enjoyment, but the eyes you can say I'm like why?
Like, what, like the concept of just horse girls running around in a track. It's like it seems really, really dumb. It doesn't. It shouldn't make. It shouldn't be this good, but somehow they pull out all the stops to make it like.
Yeah, yeah, and they make sure that you're invested in a way that makes sense too. Because like I said, like it's a very simple story. Like I kind of understood that Jungle Pocket, her whole thing was she wanted to beat Tachyon, and the Tachyon was just on a whole nother level. Like the way they show her running, I was like, oh okay, she's found the sauce, she's found the madness
Yeah,
and stuff. And while Tachyon is just not Tachyon, Pocket is more like I'm trying, and then the moment like she like I can't, that's when like Tachyon is like, well, I'm done. You can never beat me. It's over.
yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
don't find enjoyment in this anymore. And I'm just like, wait, hold up. This is kind of interesting, because like really it is the interactions. Like I said, it's as simple as it is. It's 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 a little more complex somehow, which is very anime. It's like simple plot, but somehow complex.
Yeah.
Where like yes, this movie is about why these girls run and the reason for running. But the more you go into it, it's like, oh, hold up now, hold up. It's like Tachyon just wants to be the fastest in general, and she finds no motivation when she reaches it. Like, well, what's the point? I reached it. Well, like Pocket is more like, I gotta beat it. I gotta beat it. Well, what if I can't beat it? What then? What does that mean for me? And
Yeah.
then you have two other girls who aren't that important to the story, but they're there to help emphasize the whole point of like
Yeah. Like Dansu Flames probably is the one that's like the least focused on, but she still has like a solid motivation of like you get from her character of like I'm definitely not the best, especially when I
compared to you two.
Yeah, but like I still want to try. I still want to do whatever it takes to win, basically, right?
Hmm. No,
And,
there's a line that I was like that really is poignant to her character is just like you two are like naturally gifted. I have to work my ass for this.
mhm.
I'm not gonna be left in the dust.
Yeah.
I may not be as good as you two, but I'm not giving up. And I'm like, okay, I mess with you. And then I don't who's the dark gloomy girl.
That's Manhattan Cafe.
And you gave me lore explanation, but I'm like, okay, that makes more sense. But I kind of got the point. Like she's always chasing this unattainable dream, kind of thing. So
Yeah,
which I
yeah,
got.
chasing this imaginary shadow friend she has or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's yeah. Yeah, it's a bit complicated to explain because it's more of a game thing they kind of focus in on, but like understanding the real life lore is definitely one of those things with Umamusume. It's like if you find something and you're kind of like, why is it like this? It's like, oh, it's because in real life, blah blah blah. Like one of the things I think about with this movie is Jungle Pocket. When she wins like one of her first big races, she like sort of pops off, right? She's like, ah, right?
Yeah, she just won grand finals, and she's like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah. So basically, the reason why they do that is because in real life, the real horse kind of did that whenever it won a race. It would just sort of like rear its head and just go like, So it's like,
Okay.
we
It,
transfer that to
yeah,
the
because
anime
I
girl.
knew that from like the whole gold ship meme,
Yeah, gold ship.
which was at this point at that before this movie the only Uma I know.
Yeah, because she is in the game she's a crazy horse girl that just does what she wants and like she wins if she wants to win.
Hmm.
Because in real life that's kind of what the horse gold ship was. He was like just kind of like he just kind of did what he wanted and the jockeys had to pray like please just be normal for one race. It's like I'll think about it.
Like, please God, let me win.
Yeah, there's a famous line I think that people have been posting on the online in the Umamusume circles of like we're one better because it's Japanese horse
Yeah.
racing. They bet on the races, right?
Hmm.
Is like you're a fool if you bet on Gold Chip, but you're also a fool if you don't bet on Gold Chip.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah, there's even funny a bit from the anime where I think it's from an OVA where like it's supposed to be a reference to this incident where like Gold Ship the horse sort of reared on its hind legs in the gate and kind of got messing around with
Hmm.
another horse. The race starts and he's still in the gate, so he has to like just he loses the race basically because he starts so late. So in the anime, it's a similar vibe of like Gold Ship and this other horse girl next to her sort of start beefing, and then she just jumps on the gate. It's like, where you at? It's like, and then the race starts, and she's just like, oh, and just starts to run. Like, oh crap, I messed up with a minute. But yeah, it's yeah, pretty much that's kind of a thing that happens in the Umamusume lore. Because I mean, even in this movie, like just the way it kind of structures is like, oh yes, in real life, Jungle Pocket did lose these races, and did like go through this arc. But in the world of Umamusume, you take those real life horse stories, races, the real life races of these horses, and like structured it into like an actual story, a cohesive story. Is always kind of one of those interesting things. Because I mean, heck, we haven't talked about her yet, but TM Opera O, who is
Right. The God dang it. She's just there to aura farm. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, she is
And I
a
don't like aura farming, but that's damn. Okay.
yeah, because she's a very minor character, but like she's sort of like this overstanding presence of like I'm the best, like I'm legit the best. I've won all my races this past year. She's a very like
And not just the past. I think they said like for the last few years.
yeah, like she's a top tier horse basically.
Hmm.
Uh, um, and yeah, this whole movie sort of ends with like Jungle Pocket going up against Team Opera, and it's like, oh, I'm the unstoppable force basically, and Jungle Pocket also acknowledges like, damn, like, cause in that final race he's like, damn, all these guys are really good. They're really on another level. um, but yeah, no, it's
I just love how she's like not even like talking down. He's like, no, we're all here to race. You will all be part of my legend.
yeah, and that's the fun part of her character. Like for as little screen time we get of her, she's very much of I think I mentioned it when trying to describe her. Like she's kind of like a theater kid. Like she's like, oh, I am the overlord. I am do this. You know, it's kind of a typical anime trope, I think, of like those characters that kind of like
I,
start talking like they're
the,
fantasy characters, even though like
oh,
they're in a mono
for a
setting.
second I was gonna do the Ojo-sama thing where like there's always that one character who laughs a certain way.
Nah, she's not like that. There
Okay.
are there are Umas that are kind of like that. I think the one on top of my head I can think of is King Halo. Cause she in the game she does that laugh all the time.
Oh god, that's a good name. That's a good name.
Yeah. Funny enough, I think her actual like the story in the game is very much like a interesting one. I think we can bring it up a little bit later, um, but yeah, Tiamat Aparo, she's very much of like I'm the best, but I want you all to be at your best. So that when I beat you, you know, it's good entertainment. You know, that's basically her shtick. Like in
That's just so funny to me.
because she appears in like an OVA, Road to the Top, which is basically kind of like a prequel to this
Yeah,
movie.
yeah, yeah.
Because she's also kind of like that, but she's very encouraging to the other horse girls and stuff. Is like yeah, you got to be at your best because I don't want to beat you like this, you know. Like
I want you in tip top form.
yeah, it's like it's that cocky attitude of, but also it's like she backs it up.
Yeah, no, clearly, clearly she backs it up.
Because that I think it was the first basic race we see of Team Aparo, where it's like, hey, oh God, this is
Oh wow, yeah, no, they make it apparent, and
yeah.
then like even in her races, it's like, oh wow.
But yeah, you know, I guess like, is there anything you would say is like a sort of a thing you would probably say is like a negative for the movie? Because I feel like we've been definitely praising a lot of it.
Yeah, yeah, it's hard not to. I think it's just um, there's it works in what it works with, but it feels like there's always like something missing. I feel like maybe that last race just needed a little more like some not a stake in there because the whole point is again is centered around a bunch of horse girls and pretty much explaining the reason why they run and like you know what it means to them to run and win races and stuff, which works. I It's the only time I feel like a movie about a race on foot seems cool, like visually cool. You can only do that in animation, and you can only do it in anime. So it makes sense for me. I think I don't know. I feel like how long was this movie? Like
An hour and like 50, I think. An
an
hour
hour and 50,
45.
an hour 45.
Yeah.
Maybe another like extra 15 minutes probably would have done it. I think pretty much well because like I don't know. I feel like there was something in there. Maybe it was the introduction of the self doubt within Jungle Pocket when I've done a lot better. Like I don't think it's a terrible movie. I think it's a very enjoyable movie. I think it's probably one of like the better, you know, like animated films that have come out of
Japan.
Japan in a while. Not to speak of like the Chainsaw Mans and the
The Demon Slayer
Demon Slayer
movies.
movies.
Yeah, yeah.
From what we've gotten, I'll say that because I'm pretty sure there's more out there over there on that side of the world that I don't know about. But like for me, I think it's a very good movie. I think if I it's near perfect. I would say. I think that I just can't seem to find the what's missing to it. You know, it's like when you bite into a sandwich and you like you know it's good, but there's something that you like. Man, this might need this or this or that. You
Mhm.
don't know what it needs.
Right. Right.
I don't know. What are you? What about you?
Yeah, I've been. Yeah, I was sort of trying to lull it over for a bit of like, okay, how exactly, like, where does this sort of stand in my brain? Like, cause, like, I think part of it is maybe just when you like the movie feels like it's centered around the four girls, but it really is centered around the two girls, and I think that's sort of perhaps in my brain where that sort of I think yeah, it's probably where I would maybe lean to. Like I think Jungle Pocket's character arc has a nice finish to it. Like I
Mm,
mean, yeah, the last race is definitely more of a point of like I can still do this. I still have what it takes to be the best sort of thing, right?
mhm.
Um, cause hell, cause I mean, that whole race also proves to Tachyon that like, no, I still gotta, you know, I still
No,
got what it's, you know,
there's still something for me to race to run for.
yeah, which is like, I mean, that's and you know, always like a cool thing. But I guess yeah, if anything, it would be like utilization of the other side characters. I mean, Manhattan Cafe is like I think fine for what they did with her because it
Mm.
is. I think it's more like of like probably for like somebody who's never seen Umamusume, it is just kind of like this weird like okay, what the hell is this like like imaginary friend, this shadow she sees on the racetrack.
Mm.
That's it. Like, what the hell is that?
I guess that yeah. I think more going into the other girls will probably be a lot more.
Like yeah, if you're saying like maybe an extra 15 minutes, maybe give us like an actual race where Dance to Flames wins.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, this could also just be like a limitation of like the real life horse. Like maybe it never won like a big major race.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, we want her in the movie because she's important in terms of like other races, but like
Also the theme of the film.
yeah, but like like
I mean, wouldn't it be just one? I get trying to stay accurate to like the lore bit. I, I always hear about that one horse that never won, but you can technically win in the game.
Haru Uroda,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, I mean, you can do that. I mean,
Well,
I guess that's more of like the player versus the actual story though.
yeah, cause yeah, when it comes to the games, like it's very clear that you have as the player like there are like yeah the
Mm.
horse's actual history is that it won these races and stuff, and like the game kind of gives you that sort of route of like make sure to win like these important races, but like there
Yeah.
are other ones like with Haru, like I think it's the one in the game is like the last race, but it's like clearly she's meant to lose
Mm.
because like she just doesn't have the attributes like the in-game like stats to do it, and if you wanted her to win that race, you would have to like do a whole series of like training other Uma so that way you have the right traits to pass on to this Haru and for maybe have a chance at the race.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but main point being is like the game is very much more like set in the definitely more like what if scenarios of
Yeah.
like, oh, what happens if this horse that never got to get like the triple crown or whatever of horse racing gets it. It's like, oh, that's like, oh, I can't believe I did that. I'm awesome or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, yeah, I get that. This is one of these like, man, I think you can let it happen. Because like, I think it would have, because would have been hyped if all four well, maybe not Tachyon, but say the three girls plus TM Opera are in the last race, and how hyped that would be.
Like each one has a reason to be there and like all that stuff. I mean, yeah, I guess I see what
Like
you.
and like TM Opera is kind of like giving all of them like little pep talks and stuff as they're running.
Yeah, I would say if anything, that probably would have been a good like it's like scene. I mean, if you don't have to have if you can't have the other girls, then just have it be like a one on one with like Opera and
Hmm.
Jungle Pocket of like, hey, I see what you got, Jungle Pocket. Harness it because I don't want you to,
Yeah,
like you know,
to lose that edge.
yeah, that would be neat. Although I guess maybe they felt after the whole pep talk with the other Fuji.
Oh yeah, no, I almost forgot. She was cool too.
Yeah, she's
There was a reason I asked you like why isn't she? She looks pretty good at race, and she does race a bit at the end.
yeah. I'm pretty sure it's like in the lore. I get well, the real life horse probably didn't race that long, which is probably why she herself is like I only raced like 4 races. I couldn't get to like any majors or whatever,
Mm.
and that was it because I got injured. And then after that, but obviously her whole shtick is like she is the one that inspired Jungle Pocket to take up the actual horse racing stuff. Uh, and then Jungle Pocket's success and that stuff pushes Fuji to actually try again, to actually like, no, I want to try to race again, sort
Yeah,
of
no.
thing.
She has a good support system too, because I really did enjoy her coach too.
Yeah, Tanabe.
Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah, just the old grizzled veteran dude, just sort of like
He
watching on.
he never won a derby.
And now he did.
He won two. More
Well,
than one actually.
well, I mean, yeah, the Derby was probably the more important one, but yes, he did get Pocket to win like 2 majors, basically the Japan Cup and stuff. Um, which funny enough, I think I did look this up. He is actually based off of a real dude.
Oh, nice.
I think his name is Watanabe. I don't know the full name, but Watanabe, like
Yeah.
who really did train both Fuji and Jungle Pocket, and really did win his first like derby race with Jungle Pocket as a trainer.
Oh,
So like
dang. That's cool.
that's the hidden, that's the actual, like that again, like it's always kind of cool to see that with,
That's the charm.
yeah, that is, I guess, that, yeah, that is the charm of Umamusume. It's like a lot of these racehorses stories and stuff are like more or less very inspired by the real horses and stuff.
Mm.
But yeah, I think that's about it
Yeah, that's
in
about
terms
much I can say.
of the movie. Because I mean, again, like the visuals are like just top notch. Cygames really just went ham with all the gacha money they get. The characters are all, the main characters are all interesting, have their own,
Yeah.
sort of thing. I will, like it does make me kind of interested to see if like they ever do other stuff. Because there are like a bunch of other horse girls, like from the games and
Yeah.
stuff. I feel like they haven't done a bunch of material on. I mean, obviously Cinderella Grey is talking. It does is working is doing Ogre Recap and her whole generation of all the other horse girls, which I honestly might just watch at this point.
Yeah.
Because I haven't watched that. And I mean, I'll say this for like the other anime stuff, like because there's the 3 seasons of the Pretty Derby anime, which are kind of just
Okay.
well, season 1 is all right. Like it's really technically the first Umamusume media to come out because it came out before the game. If you really feel them trying to work out the kinks of how they want to do the whole shtick of horse girl racing, uh, season 2 is probably the best of that anime just because of the story of Tokai Teo.
Yeah.
Like if you look into the history of the horse and then it's like how they managed to translate that into the story is like it's kind of crazy for that horse. Is all I'm gonna say. It's actually probably the best of the season. Then season 3 follows Kita-san Black, which is and her generation, which is like I think okay. It's just not as good as season 2, basically.
Yeah. No,
I would say. But yeah, I mean, for what it's worth, I think it's beginning of the new era is a really cool, really enjoyable movie. Just like it really kind of hits all the spots, of a great animated movie. It's just kind of weird because it's again like, as someone who has partaken in the Umamusume, I'm just like, it's kind of crazy how good this is.
No, I get that because I'm also just like I'm someone who like just doesn't. I don't know, just something about Umamusume just goes me like, yeah, it's not for me.
Yeah, you're very much like it's not for you or whatever. This is like, which is understandable.
I respect it, but it's not for me.
Yeah, like okay, yeah, sure, but obviously watching this movie,
I'm like,
you kind of get it.
I kind of get it.
Yeah.
Well, it's not that I didn't get it. It's just like
you're like Frank in that episode of It's Always Sunny.
The meme.
Yeah, that was like,
oh my god,
I get it. But yeah, no, I enjoyed the movie. If I mean, probably by the time this episode comes out, there might be still some theaters out there watching where you can watch it. If not, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's like some way to watch it. I mean, listen, I won't lie. I think I'd be okay owning this on a Blu-ray. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we did get Gurren Lagann on Blu-ray when that came out.
Yeah, well, when that got re-released, so that's pretty cool.
Alright, I think that's about it. I mean, obviously high praise. I give it like somewhere between an 8 or a 9 out of 10, personally.
Yeah, I think I'll go 9 out of 10. It's weird for me to say that for. I just realized something.
Yeah.
Is this the first anime movie we've done a review of?
I think it was. It's good. It's good. I mean, anime films I feel like have always been kind of hard to do because like it usually depends on whether or not we're interested in watching it or is it something that like, oh, hold up, this is actually kind of unique.
Yeah,
I remember I wanted to do the Lord of the Rings one, but we never got a chance to get to it.
Right. Because I was gonna say like in terms of like theatrical anime movies and stuff, a lot of them have been just like based off of shows or like the My Hero one, obviously the Demon Slayer movies, the Chainsaw Man. So it's less of
we're about to get like a Gundam Hathaway one, and I'm definitely gonna go watch that.
Yeah.
And I know I dragged you into a couple of Gundam. This is your revenge for me dragging you to a bunch of Gundam movies.
Well, to be fair, it really should be the Seed movie because I was fine with what was it? It was the double feature of like the Endless Waltz
Yeah.
and then that clip show of that Iron Blooded Orphans mobile game,
Yeah.
which I was kind of that one I felt was kind of like I was kind of getting into it, and then it's like, wait, you mean to tell me that's it? Like, there's like a whole cliffhanger ending here, and it's like, yeah, they didn't make they stopped making the mobile game, so they're done with it. It's over. So you're not even gonna try to make like just a small VA to finish the story? Like, no, we're not doing that.
It's between season 1 and season 2. Who cares?
But I mean, you know, I listen. I thought, you know, what the fuck?
Yeah, because I also dragged you for the G-Quux one, and that was fun.
Well, yeah, Jinx was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the show came out, and I watched it. And I'm like, I like this show. I mean, granted, it has a very very weird pacing issue, but you know, I liked it.
Yeah, you just didn't like the Seed movie.
Yeah, the Seed movie was what the fuck? What am I watching?
Granted, it's continuing 2 series, and honestly, I feel like you might like a little bit of it, but you're gonna be like, I'm just tired of everyone just complaining.
Yeah, I think I described it as like, what is this teen drama doing in my mech anime? You know?
To be fair, that's a lot of different mechs though too.
Yeah, but like this felt really egregious. I'm just saying.
You were made to love me, but I don't love you.
It's like, oh god, like this guy just Jesus.
I had a fun time watching that just because like I kind of knew what I was getting into, so I just kind of like, you know what,
You just
let's
turned
rock.
off your brain.
I just turned off my brain and just like, you know, this isn't my thing, but I'm just having fun because how silly this is. But anyways, no, yeah, I would recommend watching it. It's pretty good. If you enjoy what you heard, be sure to follow us on all social medias, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and we have a link tree on Instagram for all podcast. We're officially part of like Apple Podcast. Ooh, wow. Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify, Pandora, all the like, and a link tree to our YouTube where you can, you know, like, comment, subscribe. If you want to put, you know, all that good stuff, and Patreon for any form of support. But yeah, it's been fun. The Umamusume movie is pretty good. And yeah, it's me, your boy Life.
Good joke.
You guys have a good one. Peace.